The New York Knicks, baby.
Knicks Rehab.
Knicks Rehab, y'all.
Big Knicks, big tricks. We making the finals, y'all. NBA Cup Finals. 132-120. Ass whooping. Second half ass whooping. The first half was a little competitive. We see Big Brunson out here. The celebration. Banchero looking tired as hell. He ain't back in shape. D Wade and Stan Van Gundy, one of the worst coaches of all time. That's a stretch. I'm sorry, Flea. I gotta stop doing that. They called it out after he hit a layup. He looked crazy. Big body went for 40. That's all you gotta know, really. Why even go through the rest of the stat sheet? Because Flea cursed me out. That's why. 12 for Josh Hart, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals. Fouled out of the game. Josh Hart is crazy. You can't guard Paolo, bro. They're gonna call it on you. 24 and 6 for Anunoby. Bananas. 4 assists, 3 steals, 4 turnovers. Looking a little more comfortable out there on that court. 29 for Anthony Towns, 2 rebounds short of a double-double. 9 of 11 from the field. I like this movement. We'll talk about that in a second. He was gracious out there. 16 for Mikal Bridges. 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Yeah, they were looking to get comfortable out there. The bench, if you notice, it got 4 guys off the bench, gave us a couple of breaks. It was really an 8-man rotation. Yabusele had, gave a couple of minutes. I think it was to Anthony Towns in the first quarter. He picked up his second foul. He gave him a break. Or maybe Josh Hart. I forgot who it was in the first quarter, but that's when I seen his minutes, if I'm not mistaken. Mitchell Robinson, there was a couple moments of dominance out there. Caught a nice little lob. That was from Brunson, Flea.
Mm-hmm.
Psycho Tycho had a couple moments. He turned over a couple bad turnovers, but great passes. Pushed the pace. On the Orlando Magic side, Paolo, who's not even in game sheet, scored 25. He looks rusty, but he's a specimen out there. 26 for Jalen Suggs. 25 of those points were in the first half. Second half, he ended up hurting his knee or something. But there was no way he was going to go for 50. He was going to run out of gas. I think the Knicks game plan was just like, yo, man, just let him score, man. Matador. 18 points for Desmond Bane. It felt like he had more. Always spicy. Got a text from the ref. He just does things mad impulsive. He thinks he's slick. Trying to apologize to the ref afterwards. 14 for Wendell Carter. 12 for Anthony Black. Nobody had 10 rebounds in the game at all from either side. But, of course, we got to get to the game charts before I move forward because Flea will kill me. See, the first half, Knicks in Orlando were going back and forth. 11 lead changes during the game. During the second half, there was a couple in the third quarter when the Magic went on a 12-2 run after a timeout in about the 8-9 minute mark. And after that, they came back, started roaring. But then the Knicks picked up the dominance and that they established in the beginning of the third quarter. 132-120, of course, was the score. 48-53 was the rebounding. Edge goes toward the Orlando Magic. 28 assists each team, 9 steals for each team. 7-3 blocks the Knicks had. A couple blocks that were Anthony Towns. Oh, they all seemed like they were on Desmond Bane. Every block was like on Desmond Bane. 12-14 turnovers. The Knicks got the edge on that. 60% from the field. The Magic couldn't stop us, bro. And the Magic ran out of gas because they were on fire in the first half. And that 31% field goal percentage, 3-point percentage felt like it was 100% in the first half of the Magic. That slowed down. The Knicks shot 35% and 74% from the free throw line. I know the Magic dominated the paint in the first half. They had like 22 points. The Knicks end up winning that battle, 70-62. Second chance points. The Magic have more, but the Knicks feel like took advantage of more. 20-19 in fast break points, which seems to be what the Magic are starting to pull off today in this day and age. They're playing a lot faster ever since Banchero got hurt in the beginning of this year. Seems to be something they're pushing. But big victory, all ball.
This is what we've been looking for as Knicks fans. Basketball that we looking for as Knicks fans. Great basketball game. I was on the edge of my seat the whole game. Listen, that third quarter got a little shaky. We gave up the lead, but great basketball game. This is what I look forward to night in and night out from my Knicks. Exactly like today. Pace transition, and just guys playing up to their potential, playing up to their fucking contracts. Yeah, listen. Tonight we look like a championship contending team. Tonight we look like the best team in the East. Tonight we look like the smoke with OKC Tuesday night. Listen, big body Brunson. Big body Brunson. I don't know what people need to see. I don't know what more people need to see. When him and Carl Anthony Towns can have a night like this, we are going to be unbeatable. Now, of course, in that third quarter, it was a stretch where it was a little shaky. We gave up a lot of buckets. On the defensive end, it was, but listen, we pulled it back together. OG, wow, did we miss OG? OG is legit. But I want to stick to Brunson and KAT. If they continue to just get this chemistry, learn how to play together on the court, be unselfish. Listen, man, sky's the limit. Tonight was a great game against a good Orlando Magic team. I don't care about Big Hero just getting back. I don't care about who got hurt. The Orlando Magic is legit. And a lot of people think they better than us, tougher than us. And tonight we prove we are the best team in the East. Hands down. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not having a discussion, a debate, none of that. Detroit, all the fucking smoke. But tonight, great basketball game, great effort. Just one thing, I want to play devil's advocate. Charles, calm down, man. Calm down. You bumped into Brunson, almost twisted his ankle. You started to unravel a little bit towards the end of the game. Relax. But his energy, just what he brings to the table. Listen, tonight was a great effort, just in totality. Team win. Like I said, Brunson, of course, best player on the court. But what Carl Anthony Towns did tonight, what OG did tonight, Bridges being consistent and just solid as he is, and Josh Hart doing what he do. Listen, Mike Brown is starting to figure this thing out as far as on the offensive end. We still need to get it together a little bit on the defensive end because guys get too many easy buckets. We cannot just downplay that. When we play against the big dogs, we got to tighten up. But tonight, hell of a win. Hell of a win. I know a lot of people is rooting against us, but god damn, that was a great basketball game. And this is what I've been looking forward to when we play, Flea. Fabian. People say we're not championship contention. People say this and say that. We up here saying sometimes. But then you see a night like tonight, and it's like, yo, the great players, the great teams, this is what they do night in and night out. So if we can continue to do this on a consistent basis, then maybe we ain't got to worry about looking for a trade. We ain't got to worry about all this nonsense. But, for me, just consistency, but hell of a game tonight, man. I'm going to be honest. I'm proud of my guys. I'm proud because that third quarter, we could have gave up. We could have gave up. But we stuck with it. Like Brown is starting to grow a little bit on me. He was on strike 3. I took a strike back. His ass is strike 2 now. But listen, man.
He gets to take strikes back. You could eliminate strikes.
Him and KAT was on strike 3. They back on strike 2. Yeah, we could do what we want up here. Listen,
you can cut off strikes. Okay, yeah, okay, good. Okay.
And if we win Tuesday night, then they back at no strikes. We gonna take away 2 strikes, right? But Lee, I ain't see you in a minute, miss you. I'm gonna let you cook. I ain't gonna stay up here too long. Hell of a game, man. I think Mike Brown coached a hell of a game, and we got to think about it. No douche, no sham it. Those guys are missed tremendously as far as just points on the offensive end and what they do on the defensive end. Hell of a game. And tonight showed that we can compete. If we play at this level, I think we can compete with anybody in the NBA, including the Oklahoma City Thunder. Big fucking win tonight. Big win.
Flea, big win. Of course, people will point to the fact that Franz wasn't there for Orlando, but we didn't have OG. We didn't have OG the first game. You know what I'm saying? We got punked the first 2 games. Third game, we came back when OG was there. Now it's the 4th game. OG's there. Whatever. But big win. Second in the East right now behind those Pistons. AllBall already a week ago. We was joining us. We are not championship contenders today. The flags are up. Where them fans at? Lee.
Oh, we ain't heard that in a while. Where them fans at?
That's playoff shit. That ain't regular season shit. That's playoff shit.
All right.
That's right, Heroic. It's 160 y'all in the building. It's more like 186. Hit the damn like button. It'll get everybody in contact with us, everybody Tell Tell them what the best Knicks show is. The best basketball show there is. AllBall TV all day. Knicks Rehab. Flea. How you feeling about this game and the Knicks as of late?
Yo, listen, man. This is the first time we've actually had to play for something since last year in the Eastern Conference Finals, right? We plan to go into the finals to win a championship, but this is what the NBA added is the Emirates Cup. You playing for something in the middle of the season, and we handle business. This is the fourth time, I think, or the fourth time we played Orlando in the first 2 months of the season. I think we finally figured them out. I don't care about not having Franz Wagner, hell of a player, but I just think we figured out how to attack them. Meet them with physicality. I was worried about us being physical and being punked and all of that kind of stuff. I don't even want to hear that no more. We match physicality with them now. They can't bump us off our spots. They can't push us and grab us and try to muck the game up and get us out of our game. We just bring it straight to them. And Mosley is trying to figure out a way how to defend us as opposed to bringing it to us now. Big shout out to Jalen Brunson, man. Jalen Brunson really, really, really impressed me tonight. Just with how he didn't turn it into a one-on-one matchup, even though he had 25 points in the first half. Jalen Suggs had 25 points in the first half. So it looks like a duel, right? But it really wasn't. Jalen Brunson was picking his spots right. He knew when to get guys involved. He was passing his ass off today. And then it was just becoming infectious, right? KAT saw how aggressive Brunson was. He was like, listen, I'm going to be as aggressive as him. Brunson didn't settle for a lot of threes today. How many threes did he take today? 5 maybe? KAT didn't settle for a lot of threes. And the ones that he did settle, he made them. So now, like, I love how we played tonight. KAT was bringing it to Wendell Carter. He wasn't letting him off the hook, getting to the rim. Everybody was getting to the free throw line. And then the thing that I talk about the most, defense. Defense. When we get stops, when we flying around, when we picking up for each other, when we get into rotation and contest and all of this, everything that we doing on the defensive end, on the string, staying together, that's what we showed tonight. And I think that's the makings of a championship team. If we could score with the best of them, you see Brunson. Brunson's going to get it no matter what. I saw Brandon Jennings talking that fly shit about just put a bigger guard on Brunson. You put a bigger guard on Brunson, and he's going to give him 35 too. So I don't even want to hear that shit. It's about the other guys. And when the other guys show up, like KAT showed up tonight, 29 big points. When OG shows up tonight, more than just a 3-and-D guy, he's getting mixy in the paint. He'll dunk you. Did you see that shit in the first half? It almost looked like his chest was at the rim. He was so high. I'm like, yo, when guys are playing like that, everybody understands they role. Yo, man, we gonna be just fine. Yes, bring the smoke for OKC. I would like to see how we measure up against the best team in the NBA when we playing like this. When we playing with confidence, not scared. Josh Hart is just flying around doing absolutely everything and nothing at the same time. How do you do at the same damn time? But he's doing it. Y'all know I love him. That's my guy. He's just flying around, turning the shit over, but finishing at the rim, giving up stupid fouls, but getting big defensive stops. Like, he'll piss you off, but then he'll do something that really, like, changes the game. Can't say enough about Josh Hart. And I can't end with this. We missing Deuce McBride. Mitchell Robinson came off the bench and played well. But one guy, but I've been screaming his praises since last year, and he's finally looks like he's turning the corner. That fucking Tyler Kolek, man. Yeah. Tyler Kolek is playing with a lot of confidence, playing with a lot of energy. We are looking to trying to find a replacement, a backup point guard, right? And I know, we're looking at Alvarado. I know we're looking at DiVincenzo. Love those guys. If we do make the move, I love it. But it doesn't negate the fact that Tyler Kolek is playing real good basketball right now. He's confident. He's passing the ball ahead. He's playing better defense. He's making plays at the rim. Like, I just like everything he does when he gets into the game. I think he was like a plus 16 tonight. Might be the highest plus minus on the team. Y'all know how I feel about that stat. Call it what you want. I think it's an indicator of how you affect the game on both sides of the basketball. Yo, big shout out to Tyler Kolek. He didn't fill up the stat sheet, but his energy and everything he did as soon as he came in the game was impressive. The entire Knicks squad came to play tonight. We own Orlando now. Get them the fuck out of here. If we see them in the playoffs, I'm very, very confident that we will beat dog shit out of them. I can't wait to see them when it really matters again. It mattered tonight, and we got them out of there. We made Jalen Suggs pop a tire. This nigga played his hardest. That's the half he ever played. Couldn't show up in the second half. 0 points. Had to get to the locker room. Sit down. Physical this, physical that. Yeah. We bringing it. I like where we at. I like where we at. Bring on OKC. Let's get to it.
I wasn't even hyped like that until you guys started talking. Bring on that chump SGA, that turncoat rat Hart. You should have kept the bread, stayed in New York, but instead you chose to go join a super team over there like LeBron and them. You chump. Ruining the league like all these guys are saying right now. OKC Thunder. Ban them. Great game, man. Jalen Brunson showing you how to do this. Huh? Tired of the whole can he lead the way to a championship? I'm not all the way there yet. I'm not convinced of our defense as of yet. I definitely have some couple critiques about that. But as of right now.
In transition, our transition defense is still shitty. When they get out in fast break, we can't find the body getting back on defense. That's a problem.
All the loose ball plays too, because there's a couple plays that get ticky-tack, loose balls, they happen. All of a sudden, the Magic can throw at the top of the key with no problem because we don't have anybody that's active enough. It doesn't seem like, or enough players. And, of course, we know about Brunson and KAT. Talk about that ad nauseum. But KAT's been playing a lot better defensively. That's the guy I can't really shit on because he's not getting the real ticky-tack calls. I like his confidence, flexing out there, doing his push-ups. Hulkamania KAT. Mad Lion, is he creeping back into the jungle?
No imposter.
You know it, Flea. Big first half, even though the third quarter we messed it up. There was a lot of things happening, man. That end of the first quarter, I think that's when Brunson was starting to catch fire. He was picking and choosing spots, his spots amazingly. That's what it is. And I think it's the system. But he's also willing. There were a couple possessions where he was trying to shoot over a double team and forced his shot a couple times, but he limited that. Before we know, oh, here we go. Brunson's starting to get it going. He ain't passing that ball. And now he knows. He even passed the ball up to Josh Hart one time off after an inbounds pass because he knows he got it in his head. If I bring this ball up court, I know what I'm going to do. And he now that means you have to trust your teammates because what we said, well, if they're aggressive and they're showing up, Brunson's going to give the ball up. You have no choice. You can't sit there and shoot 50 shots and your team is that aggressive at trying to score the ball. Nobody finished with double-digit rebounds, but we still finished pretty well defensively. The Magic, that's what they lack as the length. They're going to rebound because they all 6'7", but we have KAT, we have Josh Hart, we have Mitchell Robinson, so they did their job. Mitchell Robinson, just those plays when he was out there, Stan Van Gundy was begging Orlando Magic to hack him. And to me, we've already proven we could go play around the hacker Mitch thing. He plays amazingly. He can switch still. When he play, I think he switched on Baines, changed his shot up at the top of the key, three-point line. That's when Baines did a give and go, drove to the basket, and OG smacked his shit out of bounds. And it was great. Also, KAT did, I think, 2 or 3 plays from the corner. That first 3-point shot from the left corner was like a damn fadeaway. That was amazing. The second time when he drove baseline on Carter's punk ass, Bain got the hell out the way. Get out of Dodge. He'll knee your ass just like he did Jonathan Isaac. KAT's out here knee dudes in the rib cage, man. I'm loving this, Flea. See, Flea, you don't like the dirty 80 play. I like it. Get out of the paint. I'm a big man. This is what big men do. This is the real jungle. And he was acting like it. Punking Wendell Carter. Flexing on him, Flea.
Yeah.
This is my house.
Doing the bronze shit.
This is my house.
Yeah. Getting freaky. Yep. I like it.
And it's the Magic. It's the big dog Magic. They hear the rumblings. They hear Desmond Bain keep talking, keep yapping. He's tired of you. So the third quarter was a lapse after the timeout, like I mentioned earlier. And it still does feel like we can't really guard anybody from getting to the paint. I really don't know if they were really allowing Jalen Suggs to just go crazy and let him run out of gas because it felt like, all right, go for 40 if you want. Your 40 is a little different than Bancheto's 40. He's gonna get us in foul trouble. You just that's a layup line, and you got to go play defense. Also, they were switching on Suggs, but it just felt like they couldn't guard him. Even Mikal Bridges changed his shot a lot, but Suggs showed he had some skills out there off the glass and hitting some 3-point shots. But everybody else on the Magic, where do they get their offense from? They're the 11th ranked offense in the NBA, the top 5 defensively. But we're slowly creeping up with our defense as far as efficiency goes. But I'm really still concerned about that perimeter defense. I don't know if we could really, we talk about OKC. That's why we want to play them. And even the Spurs, they got nothing but skilled guards over there in San Antonio. So to see either one of them is going to be a huge test to see if this Jalen Suggs thing was a farce. Don't know. But Desmond Bain was getting to the basket, no problem. Wemby's supposed to be playing tonight. Let's see if that goes. But a lot of confidence. I'm not all the way there yet with the championship thing because for me, you got to play championship style defense consistently. Offensively, we've been working it, and that's what I've been talking about. Fleece said this last year about Bridges' offense leading to his defense, and he didn't like the fact that if Bridges wasn't scoring, he could tell that he wasn't going to go hard defensively, which I never even realized. But now we're kind of taking on that persona. The offense is flowing, and all of a sudden defensively, we're going to get a stop 1 out of every 3 possessions, and we're going to kill y'all. If you can't stop us, now what? So it's not like we're a bottom 10 defensive team. We're a top 10 defensive team. So if we figure out San Antonio, who are turning into a juggernaut, and OKC is the juggernaut of the NBA, sky's the limit, fellas. Sky is the limit.
Y'all a question. Have y'all noticed the last couple games? The difference is we're mixing it up on the offensive end. We're not hunting the 3-point shot. We're allowing the shot to come to us, and we're taking high percentage shots. And to me, that's the big difference. KAT, Brunson, they're not hunting the 3-point shot. Guys are cutting to the basket. Guys are getting in the post. KAT is now mixing it up. He's actually getting in the post. He's actually getting the ball at the top of the key, and he's driving to the basket. So I think that's something that we need to pay attention to a lot. Look at a guy like OG. His 3-point shot has gotten better and better, but he doesn't hunt it. He'll pump fake you, sidestep, and then he'll have a wide open 3-point shot. So for me, just to watch us for the last couple games, mix it up with the inside out, a lot of transition, Josh Hart getting the ball and just going downhill, Brunson and these guys cutting to the basket. Now you seeing they throwing lobs to Mitchell Robinson. So I think us mixing it up, I think that's throwing everybody up because as we know, early in the season, we were just taking 3-point shots. So I think that's something we need to pay attention to. And I just love how we look when we mix it up on the offensive end. But I agree, Fabian, we still have to fix that defense. If we're going to win a championship or contend for a championship, we definitely got to fix that defense. But I just love how guys are mixing it up, not hunting the 3-point shot and just allowing the game to come to them. And it looks like beautiful basketball.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.